Ashley, you have this Dirty 30 collection. Would you tell us a little bit about
Sure, absolutely.
this guitar and some others?
Absolutely. As Mark said, I'm Ashley from Recording King and the Lore. We have a number of cool new things here for NAMM 2014. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is our Dirty 30 series. We had a ton of success and a ton of interest in it over the past year. These are solid top, designed to be old school, train rider style acoustic instruments. Dirty 30s, this is a single O, solid top, upgraded features like bone nut and saddle. Let me just play it for you. Street price $199. It's a great little guitar to take to the beach, to sit on the couch, to take with you pretty much anywhere that you want to go. The Dirty 30 series really is trying to cater to the player who just wants to grab the guitar, grab the banjo, and be out the door. We've had a ton of interest in, a ton of success with these instruments so far, so we're looking forward to more in 2014. Let me show you another instrument from the Dirty 30s line that we're just introducing for NAMM. So this is the Recording King Dirty 30s tenor banjo. Tenor, of course, is a traditional instrument in Dixieland, obviously, and in all sorts of other different types of folk idioms. There's been, obviously, a resurgence of interest in folk music recently over the past couple of years, and so we're trying to speak exactly to that niche. Street price on this tenor is $229.99, and it should be in stores within the next 2 months. I'll play a little chord for you so you can hear how it sounds. So with the Dirty 30 series, we have street prices of hovering right around $199 for the guitars, slightly more for the banjos. And then the next step up in our line is the 06 series. Those are all solid top guitars. Standard X bracing, they come in 8 different body shapes, so I'm talking about a triple O, I'm talking about a single O, dreadnought, 12 fret triple O. The price for those is $299 street price, which is something that's pretty rare for such a wide variety of body shapes.
So what is the theme? The theme, is it they're all 30s guitars?
Well, Dirty 30s, yes.
Right.
For the 06 series, it's really just a solid top guitar that pretty much anybody can pick up and feel comfortable playing. Certainly anybody should be able to afford it as well, and it's something that's pretty ubiquitous throughout the nation's music stores. So,
are any of them based on specific guitars from older guitars?
Well, you know, for the Dirty 30 stuff, you can definitely tell that they're certainly influenced by kind of the old school mail order style guitars. Yeah. And so, you know, we really want to get that vibe with the sunburst finish, obviously with the matte as well. Certainly they look like the kind of guitars that you might find in your grandfather's closet or your grandmother's closet, you know, that been there for years.
And when did you launch the Dirty 30?
We originally launched it actually at, we started getting it rolling around Winter NAMM last year, and then we came in with the full line for Summer NAMM.
And is this kind of a result of groups like the Avett Brothers, the Carolina Chocolate Drops, that sort of resurgence of old-time string music? And
I think absolutely. You know, we've always been pretty strong in building quality folk instruments, and I think as the interest in the public has grown to those different genres of music, I think the other corollary to what you're saying is that the banjo or other types of folk instruments have started popping up in all sorts of different types of genres. Indie rock, you know, folk grass, new grass. You know, I could probably go on, but you know, it's nice to see an instrument that we're already making pretty well start to find its way into popular culture a little bit more. Certainly good for us, and I would hope good for you guys as well.
And so, what are some of the artists that play your instruments?
Sure. So. For Recording King, we work with Christian Letts from Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. We also work with Robert Ellis, who is an absolutely unbelievable country singer. His record's actually coming out at the beginning of February. You should definitely check it out. We work with Tao in the Get Down, Stay Down, plays one of our banjos. She's really solid in indie rock, just really danceable, but she plays a banjo over all sorts of different pop beats. It's pretty impressive. We also work with Justin Towns Earl, both with Recording King and with The Lore. We just sent a guitar to Sarah Bareilles, so I'm expecting to see some more from her with that, hopefully in the next couple of months. We're really pretty open. We want to not only hit the vein where we're strong, but we certainly want to spread our interests over all types of different types of music as well. So one of the new things we're doing for this year is the 10 series. So these are a step up from our 06 series. It's an all solid. I'm holding the single O right here. It's called the RP10. Solid Sitka top, mahogany back and sides, bone nut and saddle. Here's how it sounds. So kind of even to speak a little bit more to what you're saying about the way folk music is kind of continuing to make its way into popular culture. If you're a banjo player, you may be a traditionalist. And since we're seeing the banjo popping up in so many different styles of music, we really want to do something that was a little bit outside the box for what most banjo players would be accustomed to. So for that, we've introduced the Starlight series, which is a series of 3 different pastel colors for both open back and resonator banjos. Definitely targeted at not necessarily the traditional banjo player, but certainly somebody who is interested in putting banjo into their repertoire or into the band that they're already playing in, or just curious about folk instruments in general. It's a great opportunity for people to be able to kind of show a little bit of flair in their personal style outside the norm of what a banjo might be doing. So here's the Starlight series, and I want to show you one more banjo here. In addition to everything else we've been doing, we've also been doing a pretty strong USA custom shop series. These are one-of-a-kind, one-off instruments, and the one that I have for you today that we just finished right before the show is a 6-string banjo. Again, it's a perfect opportunity for guitar players to start to add a little bit more folk textures into whatever they're doing. They may not want to add it with this. I think the street price on it is $3,000 or $4,000, but if it's in your budget, you should definitely check it out. Basically, we've got a white pearlescent finish. Every single piece here was hand cut and hand inlaid by our designer. 6-string banjo, as you know, is set up exactly the same as a guitar. We got 25.4 scale length, so people who are comfortable playing acoustic guitar should feel exactly comfortable with the 6-string banjo. Not only do we have this, but we have a standard model as well, the RKG G25. So people who aren't so set to spend $4,000 on a custom piece can also find it for right around $649. If you want to find out more about any of these instruments, please visit www.recordingking.com. If you're a guitar historian, you definitely will recognize this. In addition to some of the US models we've been doing with Recording King, we also wanted to do some USA stuff from the lore as well. So this is an all-solid arch top. Obviously, you've got your Charlie Christian pickup, finished in a nitrocellulose lacquer, so a definitely vintage style instrument. You can tell the characteristics of a traditional Charlie Christian guitar here, but I think the real kicker of this is the woods on the back. Let me show this to you. So look at that flame, and on the neck as well. So how does it sound? Well, I'm not a jazz player, but. So to learn more about these and all of our other great lore instruments, go to www.thelore.com.